of you, and I want to thank you for that.
No, you're most welcome. I mean, like I said, the proof will be in the pudding over time. There will be many mistakes made, but iteratively, I think that the net vector should be towards truth, and if sort of new Twitter is successful in that, then the results will be that people will turn to Twitter to understand what is true, what is real, what narratives matter, and Twitter will gain a lot of readership and attention, and will put a lot of competitive pressure on mainstream media and on other social media companies to also be more truthful, because otherwise they will simply keep losing people to Twitter, and that's where the competition can be a very, very good thing. So, but it's not going to be perfect, and there's going to be decisions that people disagree with. But on balance, the overall decisions are ones that people do agree with, then they will gravitate towards Twitter, and Twitter will actually be successful, and will gain share from other sources of media, and it will cause those other sources of media to then stop towing the line and to sort of be more truthful.
What's your just a quick question, Elon? What's the biggest risk, in your opinion, from the steps you've taken in terms of releasing the files? Do you see any risks for Twitter?
I mean, I guess there'll probably be some. I wouldn't be surprised if some lawsuits or something. So yeah, I would expect there to be some legal risk. But what's important? That's less of a concern than just clearing the air and making sure that people of Earth and know what really happened. And
the metrics, the Twitter metrics show that it seems like it's the right decision by far, not only ethically but from a business perspective as well. That you keep hitting new records.
Yeah, exactly. So, like I said, it's the point of, as as it becomes clear and that Twitter is the place to actually figure out what's going on and get the unfiltered narrative, the unfiltered truth. Also for the people of Twitter to be able to suggest narratives and steer the, and emphasize narratives themselves, and have things not be controlled like it is with the so-called mainstream media, where the narrative is controlled by a handful of editors in chiefs. If basically the Wall Street Journal, New York Times, and Washington Post, and maybe a few others decide what the narrative is, and so even if what they say is completely truthful,